Miss Beo's announcement of her pregnancy while being separated from Mr. Bolton significantly complicates their already tumultuous relationship. This development has effectively navigated them back to the court in search of clarifications. In the courtroom, Mr. Bolton contests both the timeline of their breakup and the paternity of the child. His arguments underscore an urgent necessity for clarity surrounding their intimate interactions following the split. Evidence emerges regarding Miss Beo's communications with her former boyfriend, coinciding with the period of conception, which brings her fidelity into question during her relationship with Mr. Bolton. This dialogue brings forth the haunting specter of past infidelity and its enduring consequences on trust within relationships. The man's probing questions concerning the woman's loyalty unveil significant insecurities. Conversely, the woman articulates her emotional allegiance to both men, revealing an intricate emotional landscape. This complexity further complicates her commitments towards parenting and her romantic relationships. The ramifications of establishing the child's paternity become a focal point for the couple's future. The uncertainty surrounding the biological father of the child inevitably raises critical questions regarding the sustainability of their relationship. As the situation unfolds, the necessity for effective communication within relationships becomes increasingly apparent. Ensuring that every party feels understood can mitigate the likelihood of further conflict in emotionally charged circumstances. Additionally, external influences such as infidelity serve to further complicate dynamics, particularly in the presence of children. Understanding the impacts of these complexities is essential for maintaining a healthy relationship. Engaging in legal proceedings concerning paternity often adds an extra layer of stress to relationships. It is essential to prioritize the well-being of the child above personal disputes to cultivate a supportive environment. The ongoing discussion reveals that the couple's separation has precipitated misunderstandings and accusations of disloyalty. Both individuals express feelings of having been wronged by the other party involved. This exchange starkly illustrates the emotional chaos each person endures as they grapple with intertwined feelings of love, anger, and betrayal. The complexity inherent in their relationships becomes increasingly pronounced. A more profound examination of accountability surfaces, where each party appears reluctant to acknowledge their contribution to the turmoil. The ongoing emphasis on blame highlights the difficulties faced in effective communication. As the conversation develops, it becomes evident that dishonesty permeates the relationships, as both Mr. Cook and Ms. Hump seem to be misrepresenting their actions and commitments. The confrontation intensifies as they grapple with accusations. Mr. Cook articulates his discontent regarding the opaque nature of Ms. Hump's communications about the child's paternity. Despite his reservations, he still feels an emotional obligation towards Tyler. The court's final verdict regarding Tyler's biological father brings forth varied emotional responses from all parties involved. This resolution aims not only to clarify an ongoing dispute, but also to provide a semblance of closure. For Mr. F., undergoing paternity testing becomes a critical step to ascertain his biological relationship with his children, propelled by lingering doubts stemming from his partner's past infidelity. Mr. F. conveys significant emotional distress as he perceives a disconnection with his children, compounded by their physical differences that fuel his uncertainty regarding their paternity. The extramarital affair between Ms. Henny and Mr. F.'s friend adds layers of complexity to their relationship, leading to increased mistrust and a deterioration of communication regarding their children's parentage. In this turbulent environment, one partner asserts their fidelity, while the other alleges multiple instances of unfaithfulness, exacerbating the conflict. This discord highlights the foundational trust issues that plague their relationship. The presentation of birth certificates serves as a formal acknowledgement of parenthood, even as doubts regarding paternity persist. This legal documentation complicates the emotional stakes as they deliberate on its implications. Trust issues manifest in the couple's everyday interactions, which are marred by accusations of infidelity. These unresolved emotions profoundly impact their family dynamics, creating a charged atmosphere. The emotional strain experienced by the mother, Henny, is starkly portrayed as she strives to validate her children's paternity to Mr. Phi, who remains skeptical. This dynamic underscores the stress permeating their relationship. The discussions surrounding the aversion to conducting DNA tests at the hospital highlight the deep-seated mistrust existing between Henny and Mr. Phi, further complicating their interactions. This situation accentuates the need for transparency in family matters. Ultimately, the results of the lie detector test unearth significant revelations regarding the involved relationships, demonstrating that trust issues can indeed be navigated through legal avenues, adding yet another layer to their complex situation.